Right, so welcome to Tracy's Online World. If you haven't joined me before on one of my lives, my name is Tracy and I am located here in Saskatchewan, Canada, in the middle of the prairies in Canada, if you're familiar with that. If you're going to be joining me on tonight, we're just talking here about the program that I'm in. And if you are here to join, hello, just say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Let me know if you're going to stick around. And we'll just let you know about the program I'm in, give you some stories about who I am, why I joined in, what it's doing for me these days, and so again, my name is Tracy. I am here on the prairies in Saskatchewan, Canada, and I am part of the Legacy Builders program. I am an online entrepreneur. I have been doing online stuff for probably about 5-6 years now. So I've always enjoyed doing things online. I have a YouTube channel. I used to sell products, natural products such as soap and salves, and I created a lot of different products, sold them locally, but I did lots of social media marketing using Facebook and Instagram. So that's kind of where I was at about 4 or 5 years ago. And then I got out of that, wasn't a big money maker. So I kind of got into YouTube after that. And oh man, we got a little bugger here tonight. How do you get rid of those people? I need to block him. Block. Sorry. Remove. They always talk about when you get these people that show up on your lives and then they try to spam you and harass you. So that was just on my YouTube here. Sorry everybody, had some guy trying to bug me, but I think I got rid of him. Anyways, don't let that throw you off when you have doing lives and you got people who are saying things and trying to scare you or distract you from what you're talking about. So hello to Sadie, Lucy, anybody who's joining me. Hello to Just Fortnite. I am again here just to talk about my journey in the online world. And if anybody has questions, I would love to hear about them in the chat. Let me know where you're from. I'm here in Saskatchewan, Canada. We still have snow on the ground. It has been a very, very long winter. And I have my growing stuff going on here. So one of the things I enjoy doing in the winter time is growing food indoors. I call myself a year-round gardener. Hello, Tom. Welcome. Welcome. And will my interview clear April 8th? Don't know what that means. So yeah, so one of the things that I've been doing online for about 5 years is I have a YouTube channel, a gardening channel where I just share my gardening journey. I'm a cold climate gardener, obviously living on the prairies. And so it's just all about, stuff that I grow outside, how I do it. I share that with people on YouTube. I also do indoor growing all winter long. I have, like, say, my grow lights. I got a grow tent. I do hydroponics. I grow tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, lettuces, all hydroponically. So that's been kind of my, my online adventures for about the last 5-6 years. And then, I've expanded that. I've created courses. I have a YouTube partnership now with YouTube, so I get ad revenue. So I've been creating, different income streams online and really trying to, grasp the whole online world and take advantage of everything that you can do online. It's, it's something that is just getting bigger and bigger. I think by 2030, there's going to be, like a trillion people online doing businesses, and everything is going to, digital online. And it's sad, but, brick and mortar businesses are, dropping like flies. It's very sad that in Canada here we lost, or we are losing, the Hudson Bay Company. If anybody doesn't know or heard of that, they are the oldest company in North America. They were, back in the fur trading days, way back in the 1800s, the Hudson Bay Company was formed, and that's what they started out as, was the fur trading business. And it has, evolved into a huge department store that's been around for over 200 and some years. Every city has had has the Bay or the Hudson Bay Company. They have very, a lot of high-end stuff, but really distinct stuff. They have their own brand of clothing, and I guess kind of house decor. The Hudson Bay has very distinct stuff there. And so when they said they went into receivership this winter, which is very sad, so 9,000 people in Canada are losing their job in that field. So that just means that more people are looking online for an answer. A lot of people don't want to do that 9 to 5 grind, and the opportunities online are everywhere. People are reading about, starting, selling digital products, starting your own business. So, it is the way of the world, and it's something that I think everybody who is not happy with where they are, who wants to either change their career or add something to their income, supplement their income, supplement your retirement income, which is what I'm doing. Getting into the online world is really, the way things are going. So last year my husband had to take medical leave from his job in February of 2024. And he works at a potash mine here in Saskatchewan. He's been working there for 17 years, working shift work, shitty job, lots of physical labor, lots of stress. Working shift work is not pleasant, but of course the money was very good. And, he did that for 17 years. In addition to, we have a farm with cattle and field work, and 3 daughters. He's my second husband, so he has 3 stepdaughters that he helped me raise through the teen years. He survived that. And so he got diagnosed with a leaky valve in his heart, which was quite serious and something that needed to be repaired. So he went on disability leave from his job and awaited surgery, which he had in November of last year. It went very well. He's got his heart is repaired, which was, really, really great, and we were very thankful. So we just decided, he'd been off for that 11 months on disability, and he was given his, clean bill of health. You're ready to go back to work. And we just decided that, he was not going back to the shift work, to the mine, to that stressful job that he hated, basically. And, that was a big decision for us, because he was, making 6-figure income, the breadwinner in the family for sure. And I just said, no, we're going to think of something else. We're going to supplement our income a different way, because life's too short. When you have some kind of a medical or a health scare, or things happen, especially when you get older, that makes you just sit back and say, okay, we've been working our asses off for 40 years, and we need to take advantage of our health and time, and start enjoying, you know, all the things we've worked very hard for. And we have 3 daughters. We have 2 grandbabies with the 3rd one on the way. So exciting. So those kind of things just make you, you know, sit back and think, okay, like where's your priorities in life at this point? You know, do you want to keep working for another 10 years and maybe, you know, not be able to afford to do anything still then, have the health and the mobility to do things that we want to do. So I started just, you know, I said to my husband, we're going to figure this out. I'm going to find some kind of an online, you know, build my online business, because I, you know, was familiar with it, and I knew that there was things that I could look into, and we could do it from home. We could do it from the lake. We could do it, you know, online businesses can be done from anywhere. So that is the beauty. And I've been commuting to to my 9-to-5 job for 35 years, and I'm ready to be done with that too. So I said to my husband, if you're retiring, then I am too, and I'll figure out how to supplement that, you know, pension that we have to start living off of now, being that I'm only 58, he's 60, so we're pretty young to be, you know, diving into the retirement fund, and his pension isn't that great. He only worked at the mine for 17 years, so, you know, not a full pension. I've been working for the government of Canada for 28 years, and I took a transition to retirement package in February, so I work 3 days a week for the next 2 years until I hit my 30 years, and then I'll get a full pension. So an amazing, you know, opportunity for me to be able to, you know, still get a full pension at the end, but to be able to work part-time. And so this is where I said, you know, the online world's where it's at, and I'm going to figure it out. And so, you know, I got my YouTube channel going. I'm creating courses. I'm trying to figure out how to build a funnel system, and, you know, do that where you build your customer base and build your emails and use social media to promote all that stuff. You know, I'm all familiar with it. And last December, I came across a TikTok video. So I was watching TikTok, just killing time, and came across a woman, Canadian woman. She's 55 years old. She was, hello, Antoine, welcome. Welcome to the live. I'm just telling the story here. And I came across this TikTok video where this 55-year-old grandma from Ontario was just rocking it in the online world. She had joined into a program called the Legacy Builders. She was, you know, building following on social media. She was earning 6 figures within like a 6 to 7 month time frame. She just, you know, totally tuned into this program, dialed in, followed the blueprint, you know, did everything that she did. She was consistently creating content on social media, doing, you know, 3 pieces of content, building her client base. And the Legacy Builders program gives you the funnel system, the automated system, so that you can collect emails, build up your community, and, you know, just start promoting the products and building your online presence. So, you know, I watched her for a while, and I started following her. I went to some of the free webinars that the community program offers, where you can go in and listen to, you know, what the program is about, how much it costs, what do you get, you know, what can you accomplish in this, you know. And it's always kind of scary, because there's a lot of things out there that are being promoted that cost a lot of money and take a lot of time and effort, and, you know, a lot of people fail and get very discouraged with and aren't, you know, really trusting when they see that these things that seem too good to be true. And so, you know, I watched her for a while and joined in on some of the free webinars and was in her email funnel. So I got these, you know, daily emails that just kind of explain the program and give me some more information. And I decided that this was, you know, right for me. So I purchased the program. I purchased the $900 legacy builder package. There is a 100, there's a 300, 600, 900. So there's 4 different entry levels based on your goals, your income. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Hannah. Welcome. Welcome, Sophia. And what you get when you get into the program is these digital products to promote and sell. And you get the master resale rights on these products. So it's not like you're selling and somebody's taking a cut of your sales. You know, there's no commission. It's not a MLM or a network marketing type program. That's what's one of the key things that drew my attention to it. So, and we now have certification for those master resale rights. So it really gives you, you know, a little bit more credibility that we are an authentic seller of these digital products. We understand what we're selling, and it's not just, you know, scammy things. So when you get into the program, you go through a bit of a course to understand what digital products are, the products that you're selling. You write an exam and everything, and then you get your certification. So that's something we're very proud of in this community, is that, you know, we are educated and we understand what we're selling, and we're not just selling to make money. We're trying to, you know, build something for ourselves, and we are always trying to help other people as well. So whether you come in at the Launchpad level, which is $100, digital mastery level, which is $300, the 600 or the 900 level, you can come in at any price point you want. You get to get the automated system. You're connected to your computer. You are connected to your banking. All the, you know, the setup process is in the course when you get it in the program. You can be set up and have your business going within, you know, a day or two, depending on, you know, how fast and hard you work at it. And you can immediately start promoting yourself. You might already have a social media following, but you don't have to have one to start. And people are always quite, you know, nervous because they don't know how to build a following on social media. That's something that the program walks you through, whether you want to, you know, start on TikTok or YouTube. You can do Facebook, Instagram. People are doing it on LinkedIn. You know, whatever platform you're most comfortable with. And you just start creating short pieces of content. They recommend 2 or 3 a day if you're doing TikTok, YouTube. Facebook has, you know, everyone has a different kind of algorithm and culture to it. So it's just a matter of where you're comfortable showing up. And, you know, it's kind of scary, but it is something, again, when you get in this program, we have a community of over 50,000 members who are, you know, you'll find somebody there in your same kind of situation. There's, you know, a billion people out there, and the goal is to learn how to do attraction marketing, which is what we promote inside the program. It's not bugging people. We're not, you know, DMing or messaging or, you know, seeing your name and trying to get into your emails or anything. It's all about just me building my following on a social media platform, asking you to follow me on TikTok, follow me on YouTube. If you want more information on the program, you just have to put your email into my link in the bio, in the description box, and you will get a blueprint that shows what the program's all about, what it costs, all that stuff. And I don't have to bother you, and you don't have to worry about me harassing you. You will get, my automated system sends information out every day. The program gives you that automated system with 30 email templates, all pre-done. They have the information in them. They have the link to videos, testimonials, just to the blueprint that shows you, you know, everything that's in the program. So it's all just up to you to decide whether it's right for you and to follow me, understand what my journey is, how it's working for me, you know, how does it relate to you. I usually, you know, you're building your following, you're just basically trying to find somebody who is on the same journey as you are. So your perfect customer is really yourself, maybe 3 years ago, maybe last year, maybe, you know, person who, like myself, who is just looking to supplement my pension. I'm heading into my retirement years. I want to have money to build a legacy for my family. I want to be able to help my 3 adult children. I want to be able to spend more time with my grandkids. I have my gardening hobby that I want to keep growing. I have a, you know, a YouTube channel that is growing like crazy. And when I get into this program, you, like I say, the mentorship and the live training is going on throughout the week. We have mindset training. We have, you know, how to create content, how to tell a story, you know, just all the things you need to be able to build your following on social media is taught there. And then I'm learning how to create all sorts of different income streams. Hello, Ayula. Yes, I am in the Legacy Builder program. That's what I'm talking about here tonight. Are you in the program? Let me know. And yeah, so I have, you know, since I joined the program, have, you know, I've got the 4 digital products that they give you with the system that I can promote and sell like I'm doing here. But I also am building all sorts of income streams. I have now created a community of my own on the school app, and I have over 80 members in my community now, and I just started it in January, which is awesome. And of course, this is something that I'm really passionate about, right? So it's, you know, it makes it that much better when it's something that you are really interested in. There's so many things out there in the world that everybody has, you know, knowledge of, interest, and they want to be able to share it with other people and find their community. You can build a course, you can, you know, create memberships, and you can, you know, write an ebook, or, you know, just create things that are digital and people will buy. There's, you know, everybody has a customer out there interested in what you have to share. So, you know, it's just a matter of what you want to do for yourself. Where do you want to see yourself in the online world? And what I loved about the getting into the legacy program is it's just like a good solid foundation for you to start with that gets you going. Basically, you know, you get the automated system, so you don't have to figure out, you know, how do I start a funnel system? How do I collect people's emails? Where do they go? How do I send out recurring, you know, emails? The program sets you up to system.io, which is an email collection platform. They help you get your domain so that you have a website for everybody to go to put their information. They show you how to connect it to your computer, your phone, connect it to PayPal, Squarespace. So when you start selling the program to your customers, they pay you, comes right to your bank account. So there's no middleman, there's no, you know, there's nothing, there's no friction there. So it is 100% profit. So that is, you know, a no-brainer to get into. When something, you can sell the product. I can sell one Legacy Builder product for $900. I've got my money back that I invested. And, you know, after that, you are in profit mode. Hello, Kenzie Storm. Welcome to my live. Are you really there? Let me know where you're from, Kenzie. So yeah, so that is why it is, you know, such a great kind of way to start a business if you want to get into the online world, because it gives you your funnel system, and you are part of a community. We are now at over 50,000 members inside our community. And you are, like I said, you are brought into live training, mentorship. You are taught how to, create content on social media. You're shown how to share your message, do your storytelling, learn how to do attraction marketing. You don't have to bug people and harass them. People can just go to your domain, put in their email. They will automatically, or you will automatically get information on the program. And if you are not interested, you just unsubscribe and, no hard feelings. I don't have to hear anybody say no. That's what's great about this. It's not, if it's not for you, then there's no reason to stay in my community. So that's what it's all about, is just building a community, finding people who are kind of your perfect customer, who are, on the same journey as you are. We have, single moms, we have stay-at-home moms, we have dads who are working 2 jobs, we have, couples, young and old, retired couples. There's people from ages, 19 to 80 in our community who are, building an online business and having success doing that. So I think now, like I said, I am up to about 8 different income streams that I have been able to branch off onto, just by having my solid foundation, as I call it. So this program is just a real segue into wherever you want to go. And we're really big in our community on keeping everybody accountable and keeping people motivated and on track, because that can happen. You buy a program, course, whatever, you put it on your computer, you follow it for a while, you get stuck, you get frustrated, you get confused or alone, or it's not working, and usually you give up, right? And this community just does not accept that at all. We really work hard to help people be successful, to help everybody get over the humps. Some people get in this program and start selling and making money right away. Some people, it takes several months. It all depends on, how much time you put into it, how consistent you are. And, it's all about showing up, plugging in, and following the program, the system. And when people say that this program doesn't work, then that is not true. It's you. It's up to you. If it doesn't work, then, you're not following the system. And our mentor, Michelle, explains it, in a way like Starbucks. The Starbucks franchise is a successful, bazillion-dollar business, right? You buy a franchise, you set it up, you follow the system that Starbucks has set out for you. You use their products, you use their recipes, you have your store set up with all the signage that they provide you. You just follow the blueprint that Starbucks gives you. And as long as you're a good manager and you show up and you know how to hire people and run the place according to their plan, you will be successful. If your Starbucks fails and goes bankrupt, then that's because you're not following the system, because it's a proven system. And that's how we are in this program. It's a proven program that works. We have, like I said, over 50,000 people now in the community. And since April of 2024, our community members have collectively earned $29 million. And that is 100% profit into our community members' bank accounts. So that just shows you, that people are plugging in, following it. We have, quite a few people now who are 6-figure income earners. And we have a few that are in the $1 million now. And our founder, Michelle, who created the community just so that people, had somewhere to go to learn and, be successful. She created the community a few months after she bought into the program, which was in September of 2022. Okay, so she was a single mom with 6 kids who was, broke and couldn't afford to do anything with their kids. She was going through the same kind of story that many people have. And she found this woman on Facebook who was promoting this program, and she bought in. She sold, I think, some appliances of her own to try and get enough money to buy the program. And she started building a following on TikTok. And she said she'd never gone on TikTok. She'd never, done any kind of social media content before. And she, within a few months, started to, make an income, make sales. She tapped into the program. She was consistent. She followed the blueprint and was having success. But she did find that, the people she was selling to, bringing into the program, everybody needed, a little more support. So that's why she created the digital growth community on the school app. And she created that for all of her customers that joined the program with her, so that everybody had a place to go to talk and, bounce ideas off, find support, help each other. And that just grew and grew and grew. And, everybody who was selling the program to other people, everybody was allowed into the community as part of the program price. So that has grown now to 50,000 people, over 50. I think we're at 51,000. Hey, Debbie, welcome. Thanks for coming to my live. I didn't make it to yours today, but sorry about that. So this is a great thing. This is an example of what community is all about in our program. We are all working for ourselves, but we all support each other. Debbie's here supporting me in my live. We are in a community together inside the program. We are both from Canada. Hello, Ava. I see another Canadian flag there. Welcome. And yeah, the support inside, the mentorship, the training, that is alone worth the price of getting into the program. If anything, it just gives you so much support and keeps you motivated. As I said, Michelle, the woman who started our community, the founder of the DGC community, she's now, a multimillionaire. She shows up every day in our community and gives us, a 5-minute motivational kind of video every day. We call them the 90-day sprints. She just knows how to lead people. She knows how to help people be successful. She has gone through coaching and mentoring herself and does all the time. And then she shares it with us. And all of that is included, in this program. You pay the one-time cost to buy the product. You pay $39 to get your website domain and the funnel system all connected. And there's no monthly cost after that. You're not paying any subscriptions. You're not trying to, kind of make money so you can pay the monthly costs. It's just a one-time investment that you can, earn back after one sale, basically. So that's, makes it totally worth your time. And like I said, I have created multiple income streams since I've joined. I got my 4 digital products that I promote. I have my own gardening community. I can do affiliate marketing on my community, on my YouTube channel. I'm also created a personal course on hydroponics, which is part of my gardening, passion, and I sell that course. So I have, multiple income streams coming in just because, I had that good foundation and learned how to build my business online, how to, expand that and just, really set goals for yourself. And, there's so much more you can do. So that's really where I'm heading, in my road to retirement, is to build a legacy that I can supplement my personal retirement income, be able to help my children in their adult life. You know, they have mortgages and student loans, and they have grandbabies, or I have grandbabies, they have children, and, you know, they just need help. That's, you know, all I want to do is be able to be there when they need me, and just take some of that pressure off of them, because I know what it's like to work your ass off, you know, all your life to, you know, provide for your children and pay that mortgage and, you know, go. And, you know, then look back and say, man, I wish I would have had more time to be with my kids. I wish I would have, you know, not worked so hard or had some other answer. But of course, 30 years ago, we didn't have the internet, and we had to get in our vehicle and we had to drive to a job, and our kids had to go to a babysitter or daycare, and or you had to stay at home and, you know, not have an income. And so now with the online world, anybody can work from anywhere. And the other part of this program that is awesome is they really stress that you only put in a 2-hour workday commitment, because, you know, if you're going to be having to put 10-12 hours a day in to build your business, then, you know, you've kind of defeated the whole point of what our program is trying to do. And that is to give you time and give you freedom to do what you want, but also be able to, you know, earn a really good income at the same time. So that's, you know, why they teach us about automations. Get that funnel system going, get those, do your attraction marketing, get people to put their email into your link in bio or your description box, and let the system provide them with the information about the program. Let that happen. Let them decide whether they want to be in the program, do they want to learn more. You're there to answer their questions. If it's not their thing, they can unsubscribe. And you just keep doing that. You just show up in your 2-hour workday by creating 2 or 3 pieces of content, putting it on social media. I do like TikTok and YouTube. Put in, you know, a half-hour a day promoting on free classified websites. Does not cost you anything to post an ad about the program with a link to your website. Create a nice ad, cut and paste. You know, that's a 30-minute task that you can do every day. And do not pay for any advertising. The social media platforms are here for us to use for free, and we do not want people paying for ads. So again, you are promoting yourself, and, you know, the only cost to you is 2 hours a day. And we really want people to, you know, keep it within that 2 hours. Don't drag it out, you know. Don't say, well, I got all day. No, put it into your 2-hour time frame. Otherwise, you will drag it out all day and never get anywhere. So we are really good in the community at, you know, reminding people how to stay in that time frame. Set your timer, you know, cut out times during the day if you can't do it all in one 2-hour time block. I get up in the morning and, you know, usually create a quick video before I go to work. Maybe I'm in my truck, maybe I'm in my bathroom, maybe I'm out in the garage, and I can do another quick video during my lunch hour. You could do 2 or 3 all at once, batch them. But, you know, I just find 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there to pick up my phone, talk to it, talk about my program, my journey, whatever. You know, it sounds hard, but it comes with time. We all look pretty stiff and uncomfortable when we start, but again, inside our community, we help people with that. They train us. And I mean, I'm still learning. Going live is a very effective way of building your following, and it's also very scary to do. And you know, you're sometimes all alone here talking to people or talking to yourself. But again, it just, over time, just like any habit, You keep doing it over and over, and it gets easier, and you get better and better at it. And eventually people, you find the people who are your perfect customer, or they find you. You send out your message out into the world, and the people who are following the same path as you, or wanting to find the same answers that you have found, will come to you. And that's when you start building those relationships. Invite them into your funnel system, inform them about the program, and just build that know, like, and trust. And that's how you will be successful in the online world. So I'm starting to lose my voice, and I forgot to get some water. So I'm going to just let you know that if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Instagram, on TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. I'm always posting informational short videos throughout the day, so you can catch me on either of these platforms. And if you want to learn more about the program, just go to my link in bio, put in your email, and you will get sent directly to a quick video information about the program. And then also check your email, and that's where the blueprint is. That's the free informational PDF that we provide to people in exchange for your email. It will give you pretty much 99% of whatever answer 99% of your questions about what the program is about. And you can read through that document. Always check your spam or your junk. A lot of times when people put their emails into these types of systems, depending on who your email provider is, a lot of times, it gets sent to your promotions folder or your spam folder. So we always tell our people to make sure you check there. And then, then you just, you'll start getting information sent to you daily. I always invite my community to the free webinars that we usually have every other Friday, where you can come and listen to our mentor, Michelle, talk about the program. She brings on some of the other community members to give their testimonials, and it's just an awesome way to find out about the program, see if it's right for you. And so that's pretty much it. I'm here every night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which I believe is 8 p.m. Central, as part of my attraction marketing, part of my 2-hour workday in this program. I spend 1 hour going live on social media, unless I have something going on, in the evening and I have to skip a night. But otherwise, I try to be here every night so that people know when to find me, can pop in, find out more, and just make that decision. So I'm just seeing people joining in. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you for joining. If you want to find out, more about, well, hi, Susan. Now everybody's joining just when I'm going to wrap things up. That seems to be the way it is with going live on TikTok. They say that you need to stay on for at least an hour, and it usually, if you get past that 45-minute time frame, then TikTok will start, sending out more messages to people that you're going live. So thank you so much, Susan. Like I said, that is a great part about this program is our community. We have an amazing supportive community where the mentorship, the training, we have live training happening 2 or 3 times a week with our mentor, Michelle. She brings on guests. Sometimes it's other community members. They come on and they tell the most amazing testimonial stories. These are all people that are just like us, started out like all of us, joined the program for many reasons, wanting to, build an online business, build a better life for themselves or their kids. And they've had, amazing success in the program. And they come on and they help us newbies in the program, tell us how to be able to show up on social media, master our messages, how to tell stories, and just be you. It doesn't have to be doesn't have to be that hard. They always tell you, don't make it too hard. Just go on, talk about yourself, share your story, and the people who are attracted to you will be the ones that will be your perfect customer, that are looking for the same thing you are, and hopefully they will join your community and be part of your funnel system, and learn more about the program. So yeah, so I am just going to let you know that I'm here every night at 7 Mountain Standard. Please, if you want to get more information, just give me your email, the link in bio. You'll get the free blueprint. I do not bug people. I do not DM them. I don't harass you. It's just no obligation, just so you can get the information, have a look at it, see if it's something that interests you, and you can keep following me, watching me on TikTok and YouTube to learn more. And maybe at some point you'll be ready to join, and just let me know and I will help you get into this amazing program. So thank you again for joining. Thanks, Susan, for being here. Hello to Elizabeth. I'm not sure if Debbie's still there. It's hard to tell now who's still here, but I really appreciate everybody who stopped in tonight. And thank you. And I hope that you will join me again tomorrow night at 7 Mountain, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you, everybody. Good night.